Have you ever promised yourself, "I'll start tomorrow," but then that tomorrow never comes, and you keep scrolling endlessly on your phone? Could it be that the very moments we think are harmless are quietly stealing our future? In the hectic whirlwind of modern life, it's easy to say, "I'll do it later," or "there's still plenty of time." These seemingly innocent excuses slowly turn into deeply ingrained habits that quietly strip away our dreams, our goals, and the very essence of the life we once longed for. In a world where distractions are everywhere, from buzzing phones to endless scrolling news feeds, losing track of time has never been easier. And yet, we often fail to realize time is not just the ticking of a clock. It's the force that shapes our destiny, defines our future, and separates those who rise to greatness from those who fall into regret. That's why those who cherish each moment have a chance to reach success. But those who squander time will eventually be burned by their own laziness in the fire of regret. If you don't want to repeat that mistake, if you've ever delayed action, wasted your youth, or missed precious opportunities just because "I'll do it later," then pause for a moment and listen to this story. It's not just a tale, it's a wake-up call. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village nestled at the foot of a Japanese mountain, there lived a boy who was well known for being incredibly lazy. He always procrastinated, always delayed what needed to be done. Homework? I'll submit it tomorrow. Chores? Later this afternoon. And so he gradually fell behind. In school, in relationships, in life. His family and teachers had tried time and again to help him understand the importance of time. But their words fell on deaf ears. He didn't care. He wasn't worried about his future, because to him, the future was something that could always wait for some other time. Until one day, an old man visited the village. But he was no ordinary man. He was known far and wide for his sharp intellect and wise counsel. Many had come to him for guidance, and many had turned their lives around because of him. The lazy boy thought to himself, "If I could just receive advice from him, maybe, just maybe, I could change my fate too, like my friends did." And then one afternoon, at the village park, after the crowd had dispersed, the boy quietly approached the wise old man. With anxious eyes and a trembling voice, he said, "Please help me. I feel like a failure. I'm falling too far behind my friends. I want to become someone great. Please tell me what I can do to change." The boy stood silently before the sage, his heart filled with questions he didn't know how to answer. And that was when the wise man began to tell a story, not to judge, but to help the boy open his eyes to something he had long forgotten: the value of time. The old man looked at him kindly, then spoke slowly, as if he wanted every word to sink deep into the boy's mind. "My son, the reason you feel lost, exhausted, and always behind is because you have never truly valued time. You procrastinate. You let precious moments slip away without even realizing it. Let me tell you a story. Perhaps it will help you understand what countless pieces of advice could not." The boy immediately listened intently, as if he could sense something important was about to unfold. And the wise man began. "Once upon a time, there was a king known for his kindness and generosity. He loved his people like his own children, always helping the poor and protecting those in need. One day, he happened to meet an old schoolmate, someone who had once shown great promise, but now looked worn out, poor, unemployed, and stripped of all dignity. This man constantly complained about life, blaming bad luck, society, and others for his misfortunes, but never once looked inward to reflect on himself. The king recognized his old friend in the crowd and felt a deep sadness. He called the man over and asked warmly about his life. The man sighed and said bitterly, "Your Majesty, I truly don't understand why people look down on me. I've tried finding jobs, but I keep getting rejected. Everyone says I'm always late, that I don't finish tasks. I feel helpless. I don't know what to do anymore." The king listened, pondered for a moment, then gave a gentle smile. "Very well. Today, I will give you an opportunity. Before the sun sets, you may take as much gold, silver, and treasure from my royal vault as you wish. Whatever you collect before sunset will be yours forever." The friend was stunned, then overwhelmed with joy. He thanked the king profusely and rushed home to share the news with his wife. She was just as excited and urged him to hurry back to the palace to claim the treasure. But instead of acting immediately, he said slowly, "I'm so hungry, let me eat something first." His wife quickly prepared a meal. He ate leisurely, unhurried, as if he had an entire lifetime ahead of him. After the meal, sleepiness crept in. He then said, "Let me take a short nap. There's still plenty of time." And so he fell asleep. In his dream, he saw himself becoming rich, living in luxury and nobility. 2 hours later, his wife gently woke him. It was still not dark yet, but instead of getting up quickly, he became angry for being disturbed. Reluctantly, he grabbed a few sacks and set off toward the palace. But the sun was scorching hot by then. The burning heat drained his energy and enthusiasm. "Let me rest under that tree for a bit. The shade feels nice. I'll just close my eyes for a moment." A gentle breeze passed. The leaves rustled. He lay down in the cool shade and once again drifted off. This time the nap was even longer. And when he finally opened his eyes, the sun had already set. Night had fallen. Panic struck him. He sprinted toward the palace, but it was too late. The golden gates had closed. The opportunity was gone. All the gold, silver, and jewels slipped forever from his grasp, not because he lacked a chance, but because he failed to act when it mattered most. He stood there, in front of the closed gates, with empty eyes and a heart heavy with regret. No one had stolen his fortune. He had lost it himself, simply because he did not value time. At that point, the wise man paused. He looked closely at the boy, not with judgment, but with quiet intensity. The story of the friend who lost a fortune due to procrastination felt like a blade slicing into the boy's heart. He didn't need any more words. The message had landed. His own mistakes were reflected in every detail of the tale. The boy said nothing. His head bowed, but something in his eyes had changed. No longer confused, no longer avoiding. He bowed deeply to the wise man. His voice still trembled, but it was filled with sincerity. Something inside him had truly awakened. He made a promise to the old man and to himself. From the depths of his heart, he made a vow that starting today, everything would change. Not tomorrow, not when I have time, but right now. For the first time, he realized that time is something you can never buy back. It's so precious that even one wasted second could lead to a lifetime of regret. When he returned home, he was no longer the lazy boy everyone once knew. He began to take every task seriously. He no longer postponed his homework or avoided responsibilities. Each morning, he woke up earlier, organized his study time, and helped out around the house. Slowly but surely, his persistence began to bear fruit. His grades improved, his teachers praised him, and even his friends began to see him in a new light. His family also started to notice the positive transformation. They were proud of him, and most importantly, he was proud of himself. He became happier, more grounded, and started to believe that when you use your time wisely, nothing is out of reach. There was something his grandfather used to say, something he finally understood. Only those who once took time for granted can truly grasp its real value. Sadly, many people only realize that, when it's already too late. As the saying goes, if you respect time, time will respect you. But if you waste it, time will turn its back and drown you in regret. Just think about it. Someone who misses a train by just 1 minute knows the true worth of a minute. A student who fails an exam after wasting a whole year may never forget the pain of that moment. If you manage your time wisely, you can achieve anything. But if you give up and waste it, you'll lose opportunities, and that will leave you living with endless regret. So start today. Use your time wisely. Spend it on what truly matters: your family, your friends, your passions, and the goals you've been dreaming of. Only then will you truly live, not just exist. If you found this story meaningful, give it a like and leave a comment, because who knows, it might reach someone who needs a wake-up call. I'll be back soon with another inspiring story. But for now, keep living, stay grateful, be patient, and never forget, time waits for no one.